and humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Om Sai Ram, Dr. Narendranath Reddy, Sri Nimesh Pandya, Sri R.J. Ratnakar, members of the Central Trust, Prasanthi Council, Sri Sathya Sai World Foundation, and other distinguished guests, dear brothers and sisters, Om Sai Ram. Among us today, we have Sri R.J. Ratnakar, who is the illustrious son of Swami's younger brother, R.V. Janki Ramaya. Right from birth, Sri Ratnakar grew up under the loving care and divine guidance of Bhagwan, who prepared him to take up higher responsibilities in his divine mission. He was awarded the All-Rounder Gold Medal in 1990 and graduated from the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning with an MBA in 1991. He was awarded, as instructed by Bhagwan. He spent about a decade in the corporate world in Bangalore, understanding the various aspects and working of an institution. In the year 2013, he relocated to Puttaparthi as directed by Bhagwan and actively associated himself with spiritual and service activities of Puttaparthi in Prasanthi Nilayam. As the first assignment, Bhagwan appointed him as the chairman of the Srimati Ishwarama High School in Puttaparthi. Later, in March 2010, Swami blessed him to be the trustee of the Sri Sathya Sai Central Trust. Currently, he also serves as a trustee of the Sri Sathya Sai Sadhana Trust and Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, the public charitable trust. Dear brothers and sisters, may we have a warm and loving welcome for Sri R.J. Ratnakar.
Most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Lord Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. I am really overwhelmed to receive and see so many youths from different parts of the world congregating in Prasanthi Nilayam. And trying to pledge themselves to the mission of Sai. Day before yesterday, I was at Shanti Bhavan, a guest house where a minister had come. A gentleman walked to me and said, "It's wonderful, sir, to see so many people, so many strangers coming together and trying to find a way." I told him, "Gentlemen, in Sai's world there are no strangers, there are only brothers and sisters who haven't met earlier, that is all. They did not have the opportunity to meet earlier. They're all brothers and sisters." Who says, a lot of people had apprehension after Baba's Mahasamadhi. how things are going to be with Prasanthi, how Sai's mission will go forward, how Sai organizations will function. A lot of doubts, a lot of apprehensions were there. Brothers and sisters, let us place our hand on our heart and let us ask this question. Is this vision has gained speed or is it slowed down? Can you anybody answer this? It is gaining its momentum. It is growing in its... I have a great privilege and blessing to be in Prasanthi Nilayam. You young people come and have your programs and then go. But we have a unique opportunity to be here 365 days, 24 hours, 7-day week. How many new people come to Prasanthi Nilayam every day? Let me tell you, Sai mission is not growing by day, not by hour, not minute by minute, but it is growing second by second. This is Sai mission is growing. His mission continues even today, and it is going to continue to the eternity. Let us have that faith. Once, the beauty of this Prasanthi, the moment you come here, there's so much of peace, so much of vibration, so much of love, so much of blessing. We perhaps may not realize what is the impact of coming into Prasanthi, stepping into Prasanthi. Once we were some few youngsters, students sitting around Swami. Casually he was asking, Em Samacharam, what is the news? And he said, do you have any questions? Please ask. One of us asked Swami a question which a lot of our young friends do get in their mind, who are especially in science field. One guy asked Swami, do human beings live in any other planet in the universe other than the planet Earth? It's a very interesting question. And we were all waiting what Swami would say. And Swami just closed his eye for a minute, his eyes for a minute. Then he said, Bangaru, it's only on this planet Earth the human beings, the beautiful beings walk. There is no other place in the universe where the human beings exist. That was the answer of Bhagavan. Few days later, I chanced upon a book by Paramas Yogananda. I was just reading, flipping through. Of course, there was a lot of things, and he said, God is man in his miniature, man is God in his magnanimity, God made man in his own image, and all that beautifully was describing. And he says, this planet Earth has been designated and given duty to evolve human beings into divine beings. I was really perplexed and shocked to read that after Bhagavan, when he said there is no other planet in the universe where these beautiful beings exist. I was reading one more master saying this, that planet Earth has been given the duty of evolving human to divine. Now we have arrived on this planet. We have been ruled out any other opportunity to go to any other planet. We better evolve from here. We have no other choice. We cannot go anywhere. There is no other planet exists in this universe where we can escape to. We have to evolve from here, being human to divine. That is why when this beautiful work has been given to planet Earth, Mother Earth, maybe God feels how is this planet doing the work. Once in a way, He Himself comes to check it. That is why we call them avatars. When God descends, God comes to check up how is this evolution happening, whether human beings are being elevated to divine, because He is very much keen that we all reach Him as quickly as possible. That's why Baba said, my descent is for your ascent. My descent is for your ascent. He has come to hold our hand and take back to this beautiful abode of love. Today, so much of youth, so many men and women have gathered here in Prasanthi Nilayam. This is the most beautiful place and a lovely place because the God walked on this very earth. This place was chosen by God for that mission of converting human into divine. This Prasanthi has so much of blessing, brothers and sisters. It's a great, great privilege and blessing that you all have been brought into Prasanthi Nilayam today and enjoying this wonderful, wonderful youth festival. While so many times Swami has spoken about youth, to be with Swami, you need lot of energy and focus. We youngsters, whenever we were around him, maybe we would have celebrated his 60th birthday. Believe me, when he used to walk, we have to really jog. We have to literally run. It is not merely an age. Youth is not an age. Maybe we have some grouping 20 to 35, we all called young people and youth. Believe me, if we are having a castor oil face and we have droopy face, do anybody say we are youthful? No. But Baba, even at 80, he used to exuberate with so much of enthusiasm, that youthfulness. And a lot of times Swami has given reply why he could do that. Because that youthfulness comes from the truthfulness. When youth has the truth in them, they will ever be young and ever will be youthful to them. It is not the age alone. The moment we take and imbibe the truth into our hearts, will ever remain youthful. I think it's Martin Luther King who said, we have guided missiles, unfortunately misguided men. Today we have made guided missiles. Missiles can only destroy. Only human beings can build, only human beings can construct, only human beings can create. They need guidance. That's why Bhagavan has come again and again, and this time most loving avatar, he has come down just to guide us so that we make this beautiful planet a lovely place to live in harmony, live in peace, live in love. Government of India, we have a program called Swachh Bharat. Means keep your surroundings clean. Baba used to always say cleanliness is next to godliness. What is the use of keeping surroundings clean when we are polluting our mind and heart and soul every day? We need to clean our mind, we need to clean our hearts first. When you have Swachh individuals, Swachh Manush, when we are having a good human beings, automatically surrounds will automatically become clean and neat. So we need to have a clean heart, clear mind, then only we can take this path of love. And Swami, as a youngster, when I had this great blessing of being with him, so many times, so many ways he has been guiding. And I remember a beautiful, just to tell the young brothers and sisters here, what I learned at the lotus feet of Swami. Some of things I just share with you, some of the incidences. I remember after in 1991 when I finished my MBA, Baba just called me and said, You have been only used to doing bhajan and bhojan. You don't know anything here. Just go into the world, find out how the world works, just see for yourself. I said, no, Swami, I won't leave you. I will not go away from Prasanthi Nilayam. I will not leave your lotus feet. I will not go away. I was staying so many times. Baba said, no, you should know how the world works. And very surprisingly, he said, you have a lot of work. I will give you a lot of work. But now you go and learn and come back. But after a while, you cannot resist with Bhagavan. Bhagavan said, it's an order. You have to go. With the heavy heart, I had no choice also. I said, okay. And it was on July 11th, 1991. Baba said, see, you are going and joining the corporate world from tomorrow. Baba was here. He said, I will myself come and drop you in Bangalore. So 2011 in the morning, he said, you come along, we'll go in the car. So he took me along with him to Bangalore. Somewhere 30 kilometers, I don't know. Professor Anil Kumar is here, he remembers that. Somewhere after 20-30 kilometers, the convoy stopped. Professor Anil Kumar was in a different car. Baba asked him to come and join him in his car. I remember very clearly. In 2000, it was 1991. So we drove to Bangalore, Vrindavan. And then after lunch and little tea session, everything at evening. Next day morning, 9 o'clock, I have to report in the company. So evening, I have to go to the city. So I have to part with a heavy heart. My eyes were filled with tears, just kneeling down before Bhagavan. No words were coming. I don't want to go. And he is looking at me and smiling, and I am not able to smile because muscles are not cooperating at all. I am not able to smile. I am just watching him. He said, don't worry, I am with you. You go. I took Pad Namaskar. I just knelt down. I took Pad Namaskar. I was just kneeling down. Of course, the volume of water increased and the tears started rolling. Then he placed his hand on my head and said, okay, now you go, you will get late. Then he started walking towards his room. I was just kneeling, closing my eyes, just praying. It was very hard. Suddenly, I feel that Swami was standing in front of me again. I just opened eyes, I saw a red robe, then I looked up. Swami was looking down, just looking at me. And very lovingly, with so much of love and concern, looking into my eyes, he told me something which it has become a constitution of my life. It has become a direction for my life. He looked into me, I just repeat that in Telugu, then I'll translate it for you. He looked into my eyes and said, Bangaru, నిన్ను నీవు గౌరవించుకోలేని పని ఏనాడు చేయొద్దు. Meaning, never do anything by doing which you cannot respect yourself. You are going to the world. Don't do anything by doing which you will be ashamed of yourself. Never do. Your people should not feel, why this guy has done something like this. Never do anything. Believe me, I can even hear that words even now in my heart of hearts. It rings. It rings. Every young person should always remember and never say, think, say, or act in a way which we will not, our self-esteem is at stake. What a beautiful lesson to a young boy, young man Swami was telling. And when he looks at you and say, it directly goes into the heart. It's a beautiful lessons which we learn at the lotus feet. And how many beautiful stories he would narrate. the young people should first start, it starts with ourselves. So we have to think, say, do things which are respectable, which anybody sees from outside. A Sai youth, if anybody says so and so has done, they would say, is he Sai youth? If he is Sai youth, we will not believe that he has said something like that or he has done something like that. That's an exemplary kind of behavior Baba expected from each one of us. And at some other time, I remember it was 2009, 2010, how beautifully Swami drives home each point. So living with him is a great, great blessing and great, great learning process. You know, we used to have some trust papers we would sign. Swami was the sole signatory, then he added few of us. And some document he would, whenever signing, it so happened in 2010, he would call me and say, this document needs to be signed. And he would say, you sign, the other person will sign, then at last I will sign. He would keep on saying this 2-3 times he mentioned to me. I used to feel every time why Swami first points to me and say, you sign, then he will sign, then I will sign last. I used to wonder. It used to really pinch me a bit, and you know, whenever sitting in front of Swami, the divine, it's a really, I do not know. How many of you have come to Prasanthi Nilayam earlier? How many have not come to Prasanthi Nilayam? Can you tell me how many? Can you raise your hands? How many have not come to Prasanthi Nilayam? Not much. How many have not seen Bhagavan? All of you seen? Oh, some of them. Good. This is, it is only reassures us Bhagavan is very much amongst us and is bringing so many new people to Prasanthi Nilayam. So I'm so reassured, Bhagavan. I'm so happy. So one day again, he was saying, you sign. I just held his hand. I said, Bhagavan. He said, Yamaindi, what happened? I said, I am feeling little uncomfortable. He said, why? Every time you say, you count me first, then you are counting yourself last. I am feeling little uneasy, Swami. He said, what is wrong in that? Swami, I don't feel when you are there, I don't feel like being counted first. He said, no, I am only teaching you. When your turn comes, you count yourself last. When your turn comes, like me, you count yourself last. This is a great lesson for all the brothers and sisters. We have to put ourselves last. That's why Swami said, how do you gain joy? How will you get joy? Swami has beautifully explained. Joy means Jesus first, others next, yourself last. J-O-Y means Jesus first, others next, yourself last. We have to keep ourselves last. We should not count ourselves for everything and anything. We should not count ourselves. We have that propensity to do that. You know, we keep for everything first, my seat is secured or not, my place is secured or not, my position is secured or not. Positions and places and seats will always be kept for you. We should be known by our work, not by our speeches, not by our pomp and show. Sai devotees should shun away from the pomp and show. Swami never likes it. A light doesn't need one more light to be shown. A light, its own effulgence is good enough to be seen by if you want to see the light, its own effulgence is enough. You don't need one more light to see the light. The Sai devotees have to. We should learn this, to be simple, to be noble, to be humble. And we have to keep ourselves, not in the first, but we have to keep God first, others next, society next, and ourselves last. That is what Baba said. We have to, as a young people, in any organization and any working, we have to keep ourselves in the last. Last money, not for the work. When we are executing work, we should not be the last. We should be the first one to come and work. But in priorities, if somebody reads something anywhere, we count ourselves last. That is what Bhagavan said. What is wrong when I'm just teaching you, when your turn comes to count, you count yourself last. What a beautiful master we had. What a lovely teacher we had. And he's more than a parent, more than anybody which we can come across. No guru, no yogi. He's in all rolled into one. He is Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. And so much of pains he has taken. You know what was the age of Bhagavan when he laid the foundation of Prasanthi Nilayam? He was 21 years old. Lot of us are still figuring out what is life all about. And he was 21, he laid the foundation for this beautiful Prasanthi Nilayam. And the age of 25, he inaugurated what was to become the spiritual headquarters of the world. At age of 25, Bhagavan inaugurated Prasanthi Nilayam. Imagine what is the young age at 25. He inaugurates. What a wonderful. Today, all of us come to Prasanthi Nilayam. Whole world comes to Prasanthi Nilayam. You know, 66 years back, he is inaugurated. He was just 25. We can say he is God. He knows everything he does. But believe me, he has struggled himself. He has struggled himself to build all this. When he went to schooling here, he has no footwear. He has to walk in hot sand. Today he gives thousands and thousands of us. We are all educated in his institutions. We all have got free education, a best education. Education not only which is helpful to fetch you jobs, it also put you ahead of all others because he has taught us so many values and how to lead life. He himself went through all the troubles and tribulations. It is not just out of his wave of his hand he created Purnachandra. He has not created any hospitals. He did not do that because he wanted all of us to be part of it. He wanted. That way, for God, the entire universe is his own creation. But when he comes here, he has given us this wonderful opportunity to be part of that service, part of his mission, part of his love. That's why we could feel blessed, be associated. The knowing Sathya Sai Baba itself is the greatest blessing, believe me. Knowing him, hearing his hearing his name itself is a great privilege in this world. Believe me, 7 billion people are there. How many of them can come into Prasanthi, enjoy this wonderful, wonderful ambience? Outside it's chaos. You know, other day I was just reading, they say you can go to moon and come back safely, but you can't cross MG Road in Bangalore safely. It's difficult. It's difficult without accident because they also said the sure way of causing accident in Bangalore is to follow traffic rules. That is the chaos which we are into. We are not able to, you know, it's the kind of maddening world we are living. What a beautiful oasis Bhagavan has created, oasis of love, oasis of peace, where once in a way we can come here, partake this peace, fill our hearts with love and go back, again live peacefully for some time until that world takes over us and again come back, run back to Prasanthi Nilayam and partake this peace. This is what the Sai devotees have been privileged to. They know at least there is a place of hope, there is a place of blessing, there is a place of grace. How many people in the world are not aware? They are not blessed. Unfortunately, they are not blessed for that. Blessed, and brothers and sisters, let us count these blessings every minute and every day. This is a unique opportunity to be part of Sai mission. And what else Swami taught us? You know, one of the lovely evenings when he would spend some time with boys here in students, he would ask some of us or some of the elders who have come there to speak. One day, one gentleman was speaking and It's a beautiful story about, it seems it happened in China, how one should be always see how to gain balance in life, how to maintain the equanimity in all situations. For youth, it is very important. If we lose balance in life, it's very difficult to gain back. Our thinking falters, our words falter, our actions falter the moment you lose balance. We need to be equipoised. We need to develop that equanimity. And this beautiful, it seems it happened. There's a village in China, it's olden times. It's a village where a lot of farmers were living in very normal existence. A small village, a very pious man, a family man, doing some farming, eking his livelihood. He had one horse with which he used to cultivate. One day suddenly the horse disappeared. So the neighborhood came to know that the horse is missing. They all came to him just to express their solidarity or express their concern. They came to him and told him, sorry that your horse is missing, it's a very unfortunate incident and we are very sorry to hear about this. That farmer shot back and said, how do you say that is a misfortune to me? How do you say? So the neighbors who came to console him were a bit shocked. They said maybe he's under stress, he's talking something. Anyhow, he's not affected by this, so let us not bother him. So they went away. After a week or so, the horse which had run away into the woods came back along with one more horse. A mare was following that horse. So everybody in the neighborhood came to know again. They felt it's so happy, they have got double dhamaka, he has got one more horse. So they all went back to him and said, what a great blessing, your horse has brought one more horse. Again this man said, how do you know that is a good fortune for me? So the neighbors thought, this guy is something wrong, he's little not thinking straight. Anyhow, he is not worried, so let us leave him alone. So they went back. After a while, the farmer called his son and said, see, this mare, that new horse, just domesticate it and we can use it, we can use for farming. So he was trying to train the little wild horse. And while training it, the horse kicked this son and his legs broke. Then everybody came to know again, it's a small village, this fellow is hurt and he's bedridden. So they all came to the father and said, oh my, what a misfortune this is. Again, your son has been kicked and your legs is fractured, he's bedridden. And then this man again looks back and says, how do you know that is his misfortune? They said, this fellow is crazy. He's not reacting. Every time he says something very different. So they said, okay, we left him. I understand that's the time Japan waged war against China. So the Chinese government or whoever king was there, he was recruiting all the young people for the war. So they came to this village also to recruit the young people. They picked up some 20, 30 young people. Went to this house, they saw this guy is bedridden, they left him back and then went away. Very few people returned from the war. And again people went to him. He says, you are very fortunate. Then again the farmer said, how do you know I am fortunate? We do not know what is in store for us in life. What we see is not what we perceive, what we see is not what we are going to have or we are destined to have. Shirdi Baba said, Shraddha and Saburi. You need to have faith, you need to have patience. Be equipoised, maintain the equanimity in any situation and leave it to rest to the God. He will take care of yourself. He will take care of you definitely. Don't have to worry about it. He will definitely take care. But we lose our balance. Even small problem comes, we lose our balance. Little problem. If somebody, even we have sometimes problem if somebody else next door doing very well also, we have a problem. We have a problem. If somebody gets first rank, we have a problem. We have. You know, very surprisingly, Baba used to say, whenever the results are announced, he would walk in the portico. Some of the boys would hide because he will ask, what is your grade? If his B grade finished, there only he will start firing. How you got B grade? How did you allow that? And he would very nicely ask, I don't understand, that fellow also got 3 hours to write exam. You also got 3 hours to write exam. That fellow gets first class, why you get to B grade? Swami would very nicely ask, brothers and sisters, everybody is endowed with only 24 hours a day. It's only attitude of people which makes them either successful or whatever, they're not doing so well or failures. We need to fill every minute of the day with little bit of hard work. Then only we can dream big. We need to be successful. We need to earn. Everything is okay. Swami never said you leave everything and go and come and do spiritual work. No. So he would say what job you are doing, how much salary you are getting. He would always say, try a better job, you get. He would direct, he would guide people. He always wanted us to be successful. He wanted us to be very, very well to do for ourselves. He never wanted people. Always he encouraged and he said, do well in your life. We have to dream big. Young people, we should dream big, dream high. But the only unfortunate thing is, what is the first step to realize those dreams? We have to wake up. Otherwise, we'll keep dreaming only. When we dream, we have to realize the dream. First step is to wake up. We have to wake up to realize any dream. We have to wake up to our realities. And Sai mission is one such thing which is a blessing to humanity, to lead people, to awaken the people from their slumber in the dream state so that they will realize what wonderful souls they are, what wonderful souls they possess. Such are the beautiful teachings of Bhagavan. How many times on this very stage he would in fact roar and he would tell so many lovely, lovely anecdotes. How? One more thing for young people, young brothers and sisters. I shared recently with a group of people from Andhra Pradesh. Again, I would love to share that how one should be loyal to the master, how one should be loyal to the work you're doing, how one should be loyal and faithful to the belief you have embraced. You need to do that. Unless we firmly believe in what we are doing, unless we really have that conviction, it is difficult. It's only a superficial talks. We can talk from here so many things, but about love we can give 2 hours lecture, but we can't stand the guy sitting next to us. We have some issues. We don't talk to each other. That is no good. A lot of people give so much of lecture. They don't know how many volumes of Sathya speaks, how many exist, and how many Vahinis Baba has written, but they will keep on talking. Swami said, I want practice. Acharana, acharana. It's a practice. That's why he beautifully said, you should be about this loyalty, about that commitment, about the conviction. Baba was speaking from Ramayana, a beautiful anecdote. I would like to just remind myself and all of you about that beautiful anecdote. It is during the war of Rama Ravana Yuddha. That is when Rama went to Lanka to bring back Mother Sita. The war was on. There was a word one day that the brother of Ravana, Vibhishana. I think all of you are familiar with the Ramayana, I think, I'm sure. The brother of Ravana is Vibhishana. He's a very pious man, very, very devoted person. So he felt little uneasy that his brother has done something very, very bad, and he was not at all in heart, he was not happy. So he said, one day he decided, I don't want to be part of this adharmic guys, demonic guys. I would like to go and take surrender at the feet of Rama. So he sends word to Rama saying that I would like to come and surrender and be with you and be at his feet and serve you. So lot of discussion happens and whether we should take his enemy camp and all that. But anyhow, Rama takes decision that Vibhishana should be allowed. So Vibhishana was given a message that Rama has permitted him to come. So Vibhishana defects, or he goes and surrenders to the at Rama's feet and say, "Oh Lord Rama, I would like to serve you from henceforth. You are my master. My brother Ravana is, I know he is my own brother, but he is on adharmic side, so I don't want to be there. I want to be part of your team." And he comes and he says, "Manasa, Vacha, Karmana, with my every Trikarana Suddhi, that is thought, word and deed, I will serve you, Rama," he says, and surrenders at his feet. Fine, very nice, and the war is going on. One day, the army on the Rama's camp are very much worried. They are running helter-skelter. They all come back to, there is one guy from the Ravana side is creating a havoc. He is killing everybody. He is very powerful. So they all come and report to Rama. There is one guy from, he's really troubling us, he's killing us, he's doing all sort of things. We don't know how to face him. They all come, report to Rama. Rama then says, anyhow, I also don't know who this guy is. But now we have Vibhishana on our side. Let us call Vibhishana and find out who is this guy and what is his whereabouts and what is his strength. So Vibhishana was summoned in, and Rama asked, "Vibhishana, there is one guy who is really going overboard. He is doing all sort of, he is killing our army, he is creating, he has a lot of powers, and he is doing whatnot. He is really, our guys are running for shelter." So Vibhishana then immediately finds out who is this guy, and he reports to Rama. Rama is a very dangerous guy. He has a lot of powers. He can do really great damage to our team, our army. Then Rama asks him, "What should we do? What is the way to take him out?" Then Vibhishana says, "Swami, between his chest and stomach there is a little, he has some boon from some deity has given him boon. He is protected. Whatever you do, he won't get killed unless Rama's arrow should hit him straight in some spot near the chest." He says, if you hit him there only, he will die. So next day Rama goes into the war field, and this guy is really rampage. So Rama takes out his bow and arrow and hits him, shoots him. Shoots him at the spot where Vibhishana says this is where his life, there's a secret of his life. So hits him and he just falls to the ground and dies. All the Vanar Saina is very happy. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Everybody is very happy that one fellow is taken out. Then he looks at Vibhishana. Vibhishana is crying. Rama is shocked. Rama is shocked. When we have taken down the enemy, everybody is jubilant mood and saying, Jai Shri Ram, we have taken. Here is Vibhishana, who is in tears, is inconsolable. Rama goes to him, "Vibhishana, why are you crying? What is the problem? Everybody is it a happy situation, happy news? Why are you crying?" Then Vibhishana says, Rama, he's my son. Whom you killed is my son. That is the loyalty, that is the Prabhu Bhakti of Vibhishana to Rama. Once he has taken the refuge in Rama's feet, he did not tell him that he is my son and he knows. He gave him all the description, he gave him how to kill him also. Only after he finished, perhaps he's his own son, he felt little bad. So he was crying, that Putra Vatsala, little bit, we are all beings. So that little bit of attachment, he broke down and he was crying. Listening that Rama hugged him, he himself cried. If I have some Vibhishanas like this, how many of these wars I can just like that win Vibhishana? There's a God, Lord Rama himself said to Vibhishana, after hearing this, what a kind of great follower I have in you, Vibhishana. That is the loyalty, this is Swami who has conveyed these wonderful stories to all of us. The beautiful stories in our lives, and once we surrender to Him, whatever, come what may, life is a celebration. Life is a festival. Life is a festival with Sai in our lives. Believe me, whatever youth, young, old, whatever our age group, but when Swami is in our heart, in our lives, that is the festival. That is a festival we will celebrate forever. This is the kind of beautiful, beautiful things which as a young men, Baba imbibed into us. And now we are celebrating this wonderful youth festival here. Really, it's so reassuring. Sai Mission, see young people between 20, 30 years here. I feel so happy. Next 20, 30 years, Baba's mission has so many people to work for. Your heart is filled with joy. Heart will filled with joy. After seeing the first day, so many people, then I just went and prayed to Swami. I am very happy. I feel very, very grateful to you. After 5 years of Mahasamadhi, this kind of congregation of youth, I did not expect so quickly. It may happen sometime, but Swami's time frame is different. He said, you don't worry, I will do it, I'll show you. Just keep watching it. It's really a treat to see all young men and women coming here. Coming here, participating with so much of enthusiasm, so much of love. Brothers and sisters, let us follow Swami. Let us follow his teachings. That's the only way. Love is path, love is source, all that is fine. But can you drink water from your waterfalls on your Android phone? Can anybody touch water from Android phone? No. You may have a gigantic waterfall on your app or your screen, but you can't quench your thirst unless you have a glass of water. Unless you may see Swami on internet, Facebook and whatever. Unless you come to Prasanthi Nilayam, that urge is never fulfilled. You have to come to Prasanthi Nilayam to partake that. And this technology, one more thing. Swami would always say about internet, I don't want internet, I am connected on internet. Swami would always say, I am connected on internet. But, recently I received a wedding card. Just in a lighter way, somebody sent me a wedding card. On the back, it's a bold letters, it says no gifts. Generally this, people do print like that, don't bring any gifts, just come for, give us blessings like that. Some of them very boldly printed, no gifts, please, like that. So I saw a bold letter, no gifts. And just down there, there's a lot of material, something was printed. So I went on to read that. Then they said, you can bring watches, you can bring silver articles, you can bring clothes, you can bring. I said, no gifts, but this all there is there. Then at the end, very beautifully, they said, no gifts. That means no Google, no, no internet. Gift, no GIFT. No Google, no internet, no Facebook, no Twitter. That is what was written away. That was written, printed on the card. No gifts means this is what. Because unfortunately, sometimes This technology is consuming us. Whole human behavior is changing because of that. I was reading a beautiful article where they say people are more comfortable with gadgets than their own family members. In fact, that article reads, maybe I should forward to many of my young friends. Scientists are worried that it may cause anatomical changes in the human being because we're always bending our head and doing something. And finally the article concluded, please let us raise our head and live, not bend and live. So all the time on a gadget we are always, keeping our head down and working. Let us forget that little bit. And one more recent developments in this technological world is internet fasting. We know Shivratri fasting, we know Dasara fasting. Now internet fasting. That means one day without internet in a week. That is what they are saying now. During summer holidays, I was just looking where I can take my children. So I was just searching again. Unfortunately, this is damn Google is there, so we have to get in. So I was just searching, and it says, a resort for re-energizing and rejuvenating yourself. And boldly it writes, no Facebook, no Twitter, no internet, strictly no Wi-Fi, and 6 months advance booking. Now resorts are offering, there is no connectivity, please come and spend your own self. And the price is double the price of regular prices. Just to go, keep your mobiles off, keep your gadgets off, they won't allow. You have to drop all that in your car, you have to get into this, and they charge you hell of a lot of money. Now how much we should be charging you in Prasanthi, Nilayam? Here is a place you can connect with your own self. Here is a place your soul can reflect itself and it can shine forth. Please, please take the blessings of Bhagavan. Please partake this with you, with your heart. Please carry this. In the world we have so many problems. Swami would always say, how can there be an ocean without waves? There cannot be ocean without waves. How can there be life without problems? Problems will come and go. And Swami would say, if lock is made, key also is made. If lock is made, key also is made. If problem is there, solution also is there. Unfortunately, we don't find it. We don't find it. Never a problem is created without a solution. Never. Unfortunately, we fail to recognize that. There's never a problem without a solution. Unfortunately, we have many experts but less solution. That is a different story. But if every problem has several solutions according to me, because Baba has taught us, we have to just withdraw ourselves into ourselves, withdraw ourselves, and then reflect, then whole thing is very clear. And for that, you need the guidance and you need to follow. Let us follow at least one thing which Swami has said, one dictum of whatever he said. Whatever, whichever suits you, whichever, you like, one teaching of Swami you take and say, Swami, please help me to follow this. You ask him, you pray to him. Because it's not that you can say, I will follow from tomorrow. It's not so easy. Pray to him and just beg him. Say, Swami, please allow me to follow this. Please help me to follow this. He is a very benevolent master. He will help us. You just ask him, he will do it. He is all the time waiting to do. Unfortunately, we don't ask him. We don't, we think we can do a lot of things. It is not so. We need to connect back to him. We need to have that, life will be so happy once you have that connect with Swami. Brothers and sisters, take this beautiful opportunity. I don't want to take much time of yours now. All that I want to tell you is, just before I conclude, every day when I come to Prasanthi and go back, and when I sleep and then get up, When I think I'm a Ratnakar, an individual, when I get up in the morning, nothing exciting is visible, nothing, everything routine, everything is sometimes even boring, very confined, very restricted. The moment I again close my eyes and open and say, I am Ratnakar, part of Sai Mission, Sai Trust, the whole horizon opens. The whole new energy fills our heart. I have 150 countries where I can start working. I have so many brothers and sisters. There's no place on this planet Earth where Sai devotee does not exist. Every country has got Sai devotee. We have so much of connectivity, so much of everything. So if we limit ourselves, we'll be limited. If we connect to Sai and Sai mission, we are world citizens. We have everything. Baba has, let us not worry about it. Who can boast of having family members in 150 countries? Is it possible except for being in Sai mission? Is it possible? It is not possible. It is never possible. Please take this good opportunity. Be proud of this great being part of Sai mission. Because you can go to El Salvador, you can go to New Zealand, you can go to Africa, you can go to Russia, China, you can go to Middle East, you can come to India, Nepal, Singapore, wherever you call, whichever continent, maybe including Antarctica, you can go there. Still, I think Radio Sai people, there is someone listener in somewhere in Antarctica. We keep getting mails sometimes, that gentleman. So there is every possibility of every nook and corner of this planet is being blessed by Swami. And this mission will take off. It is going to be more and more rigorous. It is going to be, Swami in his universal form with a lot of the divine energy. He's engulfing the entire world. He's bringing millions and millions of people. We do not know. Because we are sitting here, we can't watch it. You need to be about to see what's happening. Millions of people are inspired every day, and a lot of people are wanting to tread the path of Swami. They want to know what Sathya Sai mission is, what Sathya Sai Baba said. And how fortunate we are already in. We are already at his feet. Let us hold on to his feet. And before I close, I would like to let us say this beautiful gathering was made possible by Dr. Narendranath Reddy from International Organization, Mr. Nimesh Pandya from Indian Organization. Let us put our hand together for appreciating them, what they have done. Dr. Narendranath Reddy and Ms. Nimesh Pandya. Now, I have a request for you. Please have youth meets more often than, last was 97, then 2007, now 2016. I think we should have little more frequently. I got a beautiful applause for you, but I am requesting that you should do it little more frequently now. I am a little bit of a selfish elder brother to my young friends, because I want to see all of you more and more often here in Prasanthi Nilayam. That's why I'm asking them. You should conduct more and more such camps. And before I close, I want to also tell you, Swami has trained so many young people in his educational institutions. Young people between 20, 30, 35 age group, they work in Central Trust, they work in Prasanthi Nilayam, various counters, various departments. They work in a university, they work in a hospital. Young boys who have given up everything, believe me, they are really true role models. The young people who are between 20, 35, 40 age group, they all are dedicated, because of which you have such a wonderful, peaceful Prasanthi Nilayam functioning 24/7 in a most smoothest fashion. Let us put our hands together for all the young brothers. Let us do that. Today, the IBM research director was saying, Mr. Narayan was saying in the concluding remarks, don't be very quick to judge people. Sir, I would also like to conclude with Bhagavan's quotation. Don't waste time in judging people, for you shall not find time to love them. And this seminar is all about love. Let us simply love for whatever they are, wherever they are, whichever position. Let us not judge anybody. Let us love everybody unconditionally. And we can love everybody unconditionally only when we see Bhagavan in each other. Only Bhagavan can inspire that unconditional love in each one of us. Let us see Bhagavan in each one of us. Let us see Bhagavan in each other. Let us make this beautiful journey of love together to the eternity. May Swami be with you, bless you with all the good things in life. May Swami bring you back to this holy abode again and again. Sai Ram, thank you, God bless.